Hi everyone, it's Sue and welcome back to Discovering the Art of Living. Now if you're new to my channel, click on the subscribe button below as well as the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content. So last week I started another little series of Michael's dupes where I try to recreate expensive Michael's fall decor for a whole lot less. So I was inspired by this really cute sunflower farmhouse sign that I saw at Michael's for $20, and I recreated something just as nice, I think, for only $3. So if you'd like to see how I made out with that, click on the link above. And speaking of the sunflower theme, I was also excited to share with you my new Redbubble shop, where lots of different pieces of my art are featured on a variety of products, from t-shirts to pillows to phone cases to backpacks to everything you could possibly think of. And one of the pieces of art that I have featured on these products is a sunflower watercolor that I had done a while ago. So currently I have 9 different pieces of art featured on all of these different products. So if you wouldn't mind checking it out, redbubble.com, and search for Sue Demchina, and I will put a link in the description box below for those of you who can't spell Demchina. I have a hard time with it sometimes too. And you can check out all of these products, and it would really help support my art career, so I would really appreciate it. And at the end of each video each week, I'm going to put a few of the items featured so that you can see what they look like. So if you're ready to see me recreate another expensive Michael's home decor item for fall for just a few dollars, let's get started. So in keeping with the sunflower theme, I did find this other sign that I really liked at Michael's, and it was $30. So I thought I could repurpose this canvas painting that I had done a long time ago that I probably would never use, and I used some black acrylic paint just to paint over the whole thing. That's the beauty of acrylic paint. It covers everything. So I covered it all with a couple of coats of black paint and let it dry. Then I used an X-Acto knife and carefully cut the canvas off of the wooden frame. And if you've never done this before, there's actually quite a nice wooden frame underneath all canvases. So if you're very careful, you can just cut it off and use it as the frame. So then I decided to use my handy dandy shoe polish to stain the frame. Then I flipped it over and I got my hubby to help me use the staple gun to staple the canvas back onto the other side of the frame. This is definitely a two-person job, as you really have to pull it tight. Once it was all stapled around nice and secure, I flipped it back over, and using my X-Acto knife again, I trimmed off all the excess canvas. Then I used my Cricut Maker to try to recreate the font of the words on the Michael sign as best I could, and then I positioned them on the sign. So this next print then cut feature I had never tried on my Cricut Maker, and I was quite impressed with it. I picked some pictures to download of sunflowers and then printed them out on regular printer paper. Then you feed them back through the Cricut and it reads the frame that it prints around them somehow and fussy cuts them all the way around, and it turned out really good. The only problem was it did bunch it up a little tiny bit because I think the pressure was a little too much, but other than that it cut them out really well. Then I used some ModPodge and a foam sponge just to place the sunflowers where I wanted them. And then I went over the whole thing with some ModPodge, and I did a couple of coats just to make sure it was nice and sealed in. And voila! I thought this sign turned out really well, and it really was free because I recycled a lot of materials I already had. Either way, it was less than $5 to make, much better than the $30 Michael's one. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and see you next time on Discovering the Art of Living. Don't forget to check out my Redbubble shop, redbubble.com, and search for Sue Demchina.